Who controls DOGECOIN? Is Elon Musk manipulating the market? Is it a trustworthy project? Since the purchase of Twitter, its price has skyrocketed 150%. Stay until the end to find out why. DOGECOIN is our crypto of the week, chosen by our private Discord community. If you're interested in joining, click on the link in the description. What is DOGECOIN? It is said to be an accidental crypto movement that makes people smile. DOGECOIN implements a proof-of-work consensus protocol, meaning it is an open-source peer-to-peer cryptocurrency that uses blockchain technology, a system that, according to the team, is decentralized and highly secure to store information as a public ledger that is maintained by a network of computers called nodes. The network supports 30 transactions per second and confirms a transaction in 5 to 10 minutes at a cost of a single penny. It is founded by Billy Marcus, a programmer and former IBM employee, and Jackson Palmer, a worker in the marketing department at Adobe Systems. He came up with the idea of DOGECOIN. Doge is the cryptocurrency of the project, which was launched as a meme coin. In other words, it is based on the popular internet meme Doge and features a Shiba Inu in its logo. It was launched in 2013 and until 2021 it had a residual value, which is logical considering it was a token that was given away for a long time. But at the end of January, something unexpected happened. It started to attract a lot of attention from investors and experienced exponential growth in value, going up by 20,237% in just 4 months, reaching $0.74. In terms of its supply, it is currently unlimited, circulating around $132 billion. As with Bitcoin, there were many faucets giving away millions of Dogecoin. It is an inflationary cryptocurrency. The 5 billion Doge minted annually corresponds to an inflation of 3.87%, so the total number of tokens will never drop. We'll be discussing whether it is centralized or decentralized shortly, so be sure to stay until the end. So what is Dogecoin used for? It has been primarily used as a tipping system on Reddit and Twitter to reward creating or sharing content, something that helped their growth. Doge is also an extra obtained by Litecoin miners for securing the Dogecoin blockchain. Looking at the roadmap, we can see that it has attempted to come across as a more serious project and therefore move away from the meme aspect for which it was originally created. Here are some examples. Doge Army volunteers have come together around the world to work on the redesign of the website, dogecoin.com, giving the project a makeover. libDogeCoin, a C library of Dogecoin building blocks. This is a complete implementation of the Dogecoin protocol and a series of links to popular languages, allowing anyone to create a product that is compatible with Dogecoin. In addition, the Dogecoin standard will be a written specification and validation test suite derived from the main Dogecoin wallet during the libDogeCoin building process. This standard is intended to fully document the reference implementation core wallet, filling up the gap of the white paper and providing documents to anyone looking to understand how Dogecoin works. GigaWallet, for example, seeks to reduce the cycle time for development and therefore pave the way for developers, which is fundamental. A key hurdle in this journey is the lack of fit-for-purpose back-end service that any platform, exchange, or retailer can run on its own infrastructure, providing a modern, non-custodial approach to processing Dogecoin transactions. The GigaWallet project is an open-source initiative aimed at filling that gap by providing a node. But despite wanting to portray itself as serious, its GitHub proves that not much work has been done. More on this later. What is the link between Elon Musk and Dogecoin? Dogecoin's success is closely tied to Elon Musk's passion for it. Musk started tweeting about Dogecoin in early 2021, sharing a Lion King Doge meme that led to brutal Doge hike with temporary dips. Musk later appeared on Saturday Night Live, claiming that it was his favorite crypto. Following that appearance, Doge collapsed despite Musk's promises to boost its price. In the months that followed, the billionaire seemed to lose interest. Doge's price fell over 70% from its all-time high. However, to this this day, Musk still wields power over Dogecoin, as indicated by its occasional tweets. Many factors have helped Dogecoin hold 8th place in the coin market cap ranking, with a market capitalization of more than $19.74 billion. Now it's time to look at why Doge has experienced another price boost, to be precise, of up to 150%. The main reason is not too hard to guess. Let's jump into the fundamental analysis. Musk, Twitter, Dogecoin. Over the last week, they have been united, making headlines worldwide. Following the purchase of Twitter being officially announced, investors and traders at Doge saw it as a huge opportunity for the meme coin and other crypto assets, given the possibility of crypto payments being incorporated in the future. Long before the purchase of the social platform, around the month of April, Musk was already joking about incorporating Doge as a form of payment within the platform. On Thursday, October 27th in San Francisco, the billionaire owner of Tesla acquired Twitter, raising all kinds of speculation about Musk's possible intentions. Not only that, amongst the events that took place following the purchase is the annulment of the lawsuit against the businessman that delisted Twitter on the stock market, and a sudden increase in the price of Dogecoin, Musk's favorite cryptocurrency. As a consequence, and based on Musk's jokes surrounding the incorporation of Doge as a form of payment, people began to speculate on Twitter that it would be an official currency. It is a fact. This news, his comments, and any action or word on behalf of Elon Musk continues to have an impact on the price of Bitcoin. For many traders and investors, these are opportunities to generate profits, to manipulate the price. We'll go into further detail in our technical and on-chain analysis. If you're liking this type of content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. As we can see from this daily time frame, since May 2021, a bearish trend structure has been forming in Dogecoin's price, a type of descending parallel channel that began after marking its all-time high at $0.75. Since then, Doge has been losing relevant support, with decreasing highs and lows until reaching its minimum within this structure. This happened last June when it touched the area of $0.04. If we zoom in on this chart, we can get a better view. We can clearly see a range in the price in which it has been fluctuating since the beginning of June. The zone lies between $0.05 and $0.08, leading to an evident accumulation phase, as we can see in the following chart. That compression zone, or that range, formed a type of ascending triangle pattern, a pattern with a bullish connotation in which we can clearly see that cumulative range that for some could even be a failure in wave C flat. From the month of August and beginning of October, we can see how the price moved into a lateralization phase, forming a micro range within the macro range, just as Bitcoin did, where it sought to test on various occasions both the support and resistance zones, until its price headed towards the upside on October 25th. From then onwards, volume input starts increasing, and on October 26th, it broke out of this micro range. Straight away, we saw harmony between effort and result, and on October 27th and 28th, the resistance between $0.084 and $0.089 was tested, which converged with a downtrend, without breaking it until the 29th, where we can see a huge bullish candlestick with a lot of strength and significant volume input that managed to overcome the next resistance zone located at $0.11. In recent days, between the end of October and the beginning of November, we have been observing how it has clearly headed toward its new resistance in the $0.15 and $0.16 area. The spikes or shadows seen above these last candlesticks indicate that there is a high selling interest in that area, hence the hike hesitation. Today, on November 2nd, it opened on the downside and sat at $0.13. Here we can see a clear divergence between October 29th and November 1st. In the relative strength index, we can see that despite being minor, an overbought zone is present, marking the divergence really well. Also, if we look at the wave trend, we can see a large wave marking that oversold area. The stochastic indicated so reaching 103 points, where after a crossover reached 93 points. All the oscillators indicated the same, so we will have to see whether it is able to consolidate above this area in which we saw a rejection candlestick. To see a bullish movement, the price would have to consolidate above $0.11, carry out an upward move towards the resistance, a throwback, break past the current resistance, another throwback to confirm that area, and another hike in the most bullish scenario. In a bearish case, we would have to see something similar. A divergence, a move towards the $0.12 area, or pullback to see a continuation to the downside by breaking $0.11 and heading to test the most relevant support area at $0.08. Let's now move on to the on-chain analysis. In this DOGECOIN inflation chart, we can clearly see how the inflation rate of this cryptocurrency is constant. A year ago, in November 2021, Doge was at 22 million, and a year later, it stands at 4.9 billion Doge through a sustained rate of inflation. As for confirmed DOGECOIN transactions, let's look at the price compression phase discussed during the technical analysis, that accumulation phase in which the peak of transactions took place on July 20th. Following this, the price moved into a range at the end of August to October. On October 29th, the number of transactions increased, although the following days it dropped drastically. This chart marks the volume of Doge traded on the blockchain in USD. On July 20th and 21st, a significant increase is seen, totaling $4.16 billion worth of Doge transacted. Figures unseen until these last few days, and on November 1st, the price reached its peak at $4.48 billion worth of DOGECOIN tokens moved. And why did we bring up centralization earlier? The wallet with the most tokens controls almost 29% of the supply, and if we consider the next 10, it would add up to over 50%. It is clear that in terms of tokenomics, it is incredibly centralized. If we take a closer look at these wallets, we can see that the first one controls 28.52% of the circulating supply. Quite scary. Also, according to BitInfo charts, this wallet belongs to Robinhood. This wallet had its very first entry on the 14th of June of 2022, which means it took very little time from then on until October 2nd. It mostly accumulated Doges. As of October 4th, we can see how sales were made of 2,252 million Doges, which in its entirety are equivalent to roughly $229 million. Clear to see that it has not missed an opportunity to generate profits. The portfolio's balance on 11th November 2022 sits at about $2,828 million in unrealized profits with 38,700 million Doges, so be very careful. If we go on to the DOGECOIN Block Explorer, in case anyone has doubts that the tracking is wrong, we can confirm all of this by looking at a wallet. If we take a look at the second one, which by the way, according to BitInfo charts, belongs to Binance, and the third wallet, we can see that there's a bit of a fight between these three wallets, manipulating the price at will, something quite obvious and easy to understand considering their holdings. Let's now zoom in on the second wallet to get a closer look. We can see how the price goes exactly hand in hand with this wallet. As of March, their balance increased, the price increased, and conversely, if their balance dropped, so would the price. As of July, while the second wallet's balance dropped, the first increased, which explains the price compression zone mentioned in the technical analysis. Fast forward to late October and early November, the second whale started to buy aggressively, directly impacting price action. While it was accumulating large amounts of Dogecoin, the first wallet took the opportunity to generate profits after having been accumulating since last July. In this third wallet, we can see the correlation between its holdings and the price of Doge since July. Since the end of July, a movement similar to that of Wallet 2 was made, buying large amounts of Dogecoin until last November 1st, after which 90 million Doge tokens were sold, increasing profits. And now let's take a look at the development in terms of programmers. Before that, looking at its GitHub, minimal was done. Despite aiming for a more serious image, GitHub reveals that not much work has been done. In fact, if we compare with Bitcoin and Ethereum, the work done is almost non-existent. As you can see here, Bitcoin currently has about 61,416 repository results, whereas Ethereum has about 56,475. Now, if we take a look at Dogecoin, there are only 1,603, a ridiculously lower figure. In fact, if we take a closer look at Bitcoin developer participation commitments, we can see that they're participating non-stop, as seen with Ethereum, but the same cannot be said about Dogecoin. The reality is that participation has been stagnant since July, proof of the minimal interest on behalf of developers. The reality is that Dogecoin is still a meme coin, an asset that for now is only used for speculation. And based on both the centralization of its economy, which as we've seen is highly manipulated, and the limited development of its blockchain, a promising future doesn't seem likely for this project. Although we have seen that, at least according to its technical documents, improvements are being considered. Although it is not reflected on GitHub, nor in the number of repositories, or the participation of developers. With all of this information at hand, do you think its price will continue to rise? Is it still Elon Musk's puppet? Will it become more than just a meme coin? Let us know in the comment section below.